right, viewers. Hope you're all happy, healthy, and well today, you big bald maggots. All right. Hope you're all good. It has been a tumultuous couple of days. It has been a pretty full-on couple of days. But I wanted just to answer a specific question tonight that you boys have been asking me. And you're wondering, so I've got to answer these kind of questions, otherwise you think that I'm, I don't want you thinking wrong things about me when there's a completely logical explanation. And, it's just my own personal business whether I want to share it with you or not. And I figure the only way that I can teach you boys is by actually showing you or, my own life, right? My own mistakes or my own, what's happened to me in my own life. Okay, and I'll try and make it quick and brief so that I don't want to hold you up too long. These masks in the front here I've just made this week. Those three I've only just made, and these three are from last week. That one only just finished. Corey only just finished, and I made a video with him, and that one there only just made a couple of days ago. So I haven't offered them for sale to anybody. I'm pretty fussy with that. I don't know. I sell them when I want to sell them. And other than that, they sit on the counter. I don't care if I've got $10 in my pocket. If I don't want to sell them, I don't sell them. That's just fucking how I've always been. Tomorrow I'll get this pig done. Keep getting asked for pigs, so I'll get the pig done for you. He's a beautiful mask. Original one from 15 years ago, boys. The original mould from 15 years ago. So he's got all the bubbles, he's got all the flaws in the skin, he's got all the little things that the pig nowadays doesn't have, because it's all completely changed now. The new pig is not the same as the old pig. It's just not, all these bubbles and stuff like that, all these ripples in the skin and that, they just aren't there anymore. So this is a really nice mask when it's done. So I'll work on him tomorrow. I did some more work on my ghosts. Just trying to refine them. I want to try and make the best that I can and try and get close to the picture that I can, that I'm looking at or whatever. And, the Corey, the same thing. And I just finished Mr. Clown today. I haven't completely finished him 100%, but he's 99% finished. I've just got to dye his hair in a little bit of red, put a bit of red in there. And he's gone. Him I repainted. He's two-toned. I don't know if you can tell or not with the picture or not, but it's two-toned. Top and bottom's different than I hope that's just better than what I did last time. It took a lot more effort, I can tell you that, boys. It really did. It took a lot more effort, a lot more work. Because, don't forget, I'm not a trained artist. I'm not a trained professional. I'm not a trained anything. But I'm better than some monkey that sits there fucking splashing paint onto a plastic mask and calls it fucking paint. So, and yet my arts gets badgered. My arts gets taken down. And they call it all kinds of names and stuff like that, my arts. They call it shit and stuff. So, but they actually produce nothing themselves. Anyway, my lesson for today, okay? And this is what the title of the video will be. Why hasn't he got a job? Why hasn't he got a bank account? Why? There's questions that need to be answered, things that need to be answered, right? You need answers, right? You need it now, right? Okay, look, let's go back in time. Let's go back to when I was first married, the first wife, okay? Now, what happens after you get divorced with the kids? You go to family law court, right? They get them involved. Now, with family law court comes the agency, family child support agency. Their actual government department gets involved. Once the government department gets involved, well, mate, fees and charges are due, okay? Things need to be paid, okay? So let me just break it down for you real quick, boys. The child support agency itself, right, their self, when they send you a piece of paper in the mail, any kind of piece of paper in the mail, turn it over, and you'll find that there are charges that come with that piece of paper. And my charges were $186.50 or $75, something like that, per piece of paper. Okay, boys, I want you to swallow it. Every time these people send you a letter in the mail, it's going to cost you $186. Period. You can't get rid of them. You can't tell them, no, I don't want you to send me letters, or because they just send you a letter anyway. They'll send you an upkeep letter, of your past history. That's $186. Then they'll send you a letter the next 2 or 3 days of your current, what you're going to pay, another $186. When you actually go to pay the child support, their fees comes first. Okay, their fees comes first. The kids don't come first. The government department comes first. Okay, so I refused to pay the government fees. I refused. Absolutely. I'm not paying you $186 to send me a piece of paper in the mail, especially when I've asked you over and over and over to not send this piece of paper. I don't need this piece of paper. But they do it anyway. Boys, sit down, right, get a beer, okay, because I want you to understand that I never paid any of the child agency fees. So it accumulated with their accrued interest to over $10,000 in charges just for the agency. Nothing to do with my kids, just the agency fees, because it's $186 per piece of paper. Okay, and they've been sending me pieces of paper for months, for fucking months. And every time I turn it over, I'll show you one of them when that comes in. And I've phoned them up 10 times and asked them and tried to talk to them about it. And that's how I found out what the rules were. The rules are quite simple, that you have to pay the entire amount, and then they decide whether they'll give those fees and charges back to you. They'll decide. So I said to her, so basically I've got to give you $10,389, and then you'll think about giving it back to me. And the lady said, correct. And I just started laughing. I couldn't believe it. I just started laughing, boys. I'm sorry. I just started laughing. And the lady took that as a high offence. She was highly offended that I would start laughing at that. And she's, why? Because you're not going to give it back. The chances of you actually giving it back is 1,000,000 to 1. If someone hands you 10.5 grand and you're going to tell me you're going to give it back to them because you feel sorry for them and that they need the money, are you kidding me? That's just not going to happen, right? So straight away, boys, the government does not fuck around. It went straight away and closed my bank account, $496, my ANZ bank account. It closed the bank account and took my $496. I had no way of, I didn't even have a bank account, okay? And then I had a job at the caravan repair place. I can't remember the name of the place. But they garnished my wages, man. 45%. They garnished it straight down the middle, basically. So I was working for half. And I was working like an ass, man. And you got no idea, 7 a.m. till fucking 4:00 in the afternoon, in this hot fucking thing, putting together caravans, out in the middle of Dandenong here. Like it was a secure job, but mate, please, this is not easy work. And when I got my pay packet, I found that it was 45% was garnished, and went to the government fees. And because I called them on it and asked them, and it went purely to their fees. It never went to my kids, because I said to them that none of that money went to my children, though. And no, you have to pay the fees first, the fees and charges for us, the government agency. And that's why I never went and got another job. And that's just the honest truth. Okay, there's no simpler way of putting it to you. That's what happens. Family law court, mate. They stick it in your ass. And, I walked out of there, and the ex-wife had tied me up with the child support agency, and they were sending me letters upon letters, and I was asking them not to do that, and each letter was $186. It accumulated to nearly $10,000 or something, guys. The same thing over and over and over, I can only tell you. And from there, they went and garnished my job, and they closed my bank account. And that is the truth. That is the absolute truth. And since then, I've never trusted any bank or any government. I don't trust them at all. I mean, the government will come along and just close your bank and take your money, and that's it. Fucking close you down. You don't exist. And you can't get that bank account back. You can't get that money back. And then when okay, then you took it for child support, right? Yeah, okay, then, well, that money never actually made it to my children. Oh, well, no, we need to start collecting on some of these fees and charges. Those were her words. We need to start collecting on some of these fees and charges. And I said, aren't the children more important than she just overrode me, just didn't even acknowledge my question. Okay, so that's why I haven't got a job, and that's why I found it really hard to, do what you guys do. So I've had to find other paths. I've had to find other avenues of resources. I've had to adapt and, try and overcome, because I couldn't even go out and get a job, a real job. I couldn't go out and get an actual real job. I mean, I don't exist, apparently. To the government anyways. And that's the long and the short of it. There is no fairy tale to it. I'm not a lazy person or anything like that. I had a full-time job. I was working, and the government came in and garnished it. I fucking quit the job. And after I did that, they took my bank account. They just closed the bank account. I had $496 saved in there. And bang, it was gone. So I never trusted them after that. Okay, I really didn't. I didn't care if I was fucking starving, but, And I've never walked into Centrelink. I don't have Centrelink. I don't have anything like that. I tried once, and I didn't even qualify for a healthcare card. I mean, I needed help to fucking register my car, and I never even got. I couldn't even get past the fucking register. the lady at the front, the first interview, I didn't even get past that. I really didn't. And then I don't have any bills in my name. Like, they're all in Chen Chen's name, because it's, fucking, she's on there. She gets the healthcare card, so you get discounts with that. So it's easier to have it in her name. I mean, fucking, you'd be stupid to have it in your own name, wouldn't you? If you're getting a discount in another. So that's how, so you got to prove where you live and all that kind of thing. It was really impossible for me, because I didn't have any of the things that she was asking me for. So I had to change my life in a huge way. I really did. I had to change my life. And here I am now, it's like a complete fucking 360 of my life. It's a complete 360. I started out in a fucking garage making masks and fucking selling shit. And I meet somebody and, I spend 8 years with them, and I end up back in the fucking garage and fucking 8 years later, and, being with somebody that does not fucking care about me at all, does not fucking, absolutely doesn't give it a second thought. And that's pretty sad for somebody we've only been broken up, a month. But my psychologist told me that it's the person that breaks up has already done it 2 or 3 months beforehand, and they've already got it in their head. They've already got it all organised. It's been swallowed, and that's why this woman has the attitude, I'm over you. I don't care about you anymore. I'm completely over you. So she says to me, completely over you. But I don't want you to leave. She says to me, I want you to stay, and you can live here as long as you want, and you can, exactly as we are now, but we're not married. I said, oh, isn't that fucking brilliant? I said, now what happens if, hypothetically, you meet, you want to get on the dick carousel? And she's going, oh, what's that? I said, well, you want to get on a cock, love. What happens then? And she said, oh, I'd never do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, right, okay. So you're going to remain, a virgin for the rest of your fucking life? Your whole life, you're going to have one dick in you and that's it? Because it just doesn't seem logical to me. It's just, just fucking horrible. Just horrible the way, the way it's all worked out. Just really, really, really horrible. Because everybody just ignores each other, and we just take care of Echo. And, if you're going to try and tell me that's good for Echo, I don't think so. It's compared to the two people together. Anyways, that's life. And I try and get over my shit by talking to you blokes. And anyway, I wanted to talk to you about my stock too. So let you know that I don't let you down, okay? I got 10 samples in, 10 pinks. Really nice plane, boys. Fucking beautiful plane. And we got 120 units here. All right, box is full, 120 units. Okay. So 120 there, 10 there's 130. Another 15, I think, in the car. So that's 145. And I think by, another day or so, I'll have another 16 or 20 units should be delivered here. So I am building the stocks up. Okay, come on, boys. We never had that much stock sitting on the counter, so on the floor. So I'm not wasting anything. I've got maybe fucking $80 or something left to last me until fucking Wednesday. So it's only 2 days away. It's only one day I've got to last, Tuesday. Wednesday is the fucking market day. Sunday was a complete loss. A total fucking loss. Everybody except for the illegals didn't do any good. It was really, really hot, and it was really incredibly windy. You got no idea. It was like a hurricane. So you can't do planes in that kind of weather, I'm afraid. So it was a complete loss on Sunday, which is a real shame. So we needed that little bit of an injection. Yeah. So hopefully we can sell a few masks and get back on top of things, boys. Don't let them get you down. Don't let them fucking, grind you down. Because that's what I believe the position that I'm in now with this woman. She's just slowly grinding me down until I get to a point where I want to leave. I just fucking don't want to be here anymore. I just fucking can't stand her. And I've got to admit, boys, it's getting close. She's really rude and just nasty and obnoxious and just full of her own self-importance and self-entitlement and just a complete, fucking, I don't know. It's just horrible. And it's not a nice life. So I want to get the fuck out. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just fucking. All I know is, thank God I got the garage. That's all. I can come into the garage and fucking sit in here and just fucking switch off. I've got plenty of casting to do. I've got plenty of painting to do. I've got people wanting masks off me. People asking me for masks and shit. And I appreciate that. I really do. And sorry I don't get back to you. And sorry I don't really answer your queries and stuff. When I feel like it, I'll put them on eBay and I leave them there for 4 or 5 days. And if they sell, they sell. If they don't, they stay on the counter. And that's about it. That's, I don't know, man. What do you want? What do you want? I never thought my marriage would get to I really didn't. I never thought I'd fucking get to this point. Just fucking sad. Sad and a real waste. Just a waste. She told me last night that the whole marriage, she hated the whole marriage. She didn't want the whole marriage. She hated the whole time. I said, really? And she said, yeah. I said, well, no wonder your husband got treated the way he did then. I said, if you're with somebody and the whole time you're with them and you didn't really want to be with them, you're just with them because you're with them, then no wonder you were treating him the way you were and talking to him the way you were. And no wonder you were the way you were. I said, you didn't want to be there. You didn't want the guy around you. You're just putting up with him. And that's basically how she said to me, I was putting up with you. I didn't really want to be with you. Rah, rah. Like, fuck, I just couldn't believe what I was, and I can't get out the camera because as soon as I do that, she shuts up. She fucking shuts up. She's not a smarty in front without the camera off. So she was full of a mouthful last night. Give me a full fucking mouthful just out of the blue. And, just drive you out. Just to get rid of you. That's all it is, mate. It's to get rid of you. It'd be a happy life if I wasn't here, boys. Now, imagine if I wasn't here, all the whole garage would be cleaned out. It'd be all fucking nice and clean. She'd have her car parked in here, right? That's where the car would be in here. She'll move Mum and Dad in straight away. Well, Mum's moved in anyway. Mum ain't going anywhere, and she's going back with Mum when they go back. So, and then Mum's coming back here. So the plan, is pretty well sold. They get what they want. They get rid of me, they get Mum and Dad moved in, and it's a good plan. She didn't have to sleep with me a lot, she didn't have to do a whole lot, and, anything she did do, she complained about and fucking went off her brain about and will never do again and all the rest of it. I mean, you got no idea, who wakes up on a fucking, Monday morning and says, I'm not making or doing anything until Sunday night when you come home from work. I said, so what, the whole week? You have no intentions of, because we've got a daughter to take care of. Forget about me. We've got to, no, I'm not cooking anything. You're going to be cooking it, rah, rah. Okay. All right. No worries. And forgets all of that, It's always the victim, aren't they, mate? They're always the victim, boys. The women, that's the one thing that I can always count on is they're always the victim. They are never the perpetrator. They're always the victim. It's always because of what you did or something that you didn't do or something that you said or didn't say. And it could have been from fucking 18 years ago. It doesn't matter. They'll remember. It's just fucking sad. They never take responsibility for their own actions or for what they have said or anything. No. It's only because you raised your voice. And I've tried explaining to her, but why did I raise my voice? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why, just that you did. So a man can't be a man. A man can't get angry and disagree with you. Well, you can't raise your voice. Oh, so I can't show masculinity. I can't show, being, you get upset with something. Because I tell you, any man will tell you the same. We get to a point we've just fucking had a gutful and we've had enough. And, that's it. We fucking go off. All right? And the rest of the time we're quiet and fucking, we don't say anything. We just agree with whatever you fucking want. And most men can relate to what I'm saying about that. And you get to a point where you just fucking can't do it anymore. And that's where I got to with that video with me yelling at her. Because I'd had enough. I'd had months and months and months of her doing the same fucking thing that I filmed. Sitting there in that fucking bed, playing her game. Just ignoring me. Ignoring fucking everything. And you take Echo for the day, and then she tells you, oh, no, you didn't take her for the day. I did. I said, what do you mean? You were laying in fucking bed all day. No, I wasn't. I was taking care of Echo. Fucking hell. What's the point in arguing with a person like this? Because you're not going to get laid. There's no point to it either. You're not going to, she's already, banging, seeing somebody else. So, yeah, there's no chance of that. So it's fucking sad, man. So this woman actually expects me to live here for whatever amount of time. And, we just live separate lives and take care of Echo. And, you don't have to move out. You can stay here as long as you want. So anyway, man, we're just going to save our money, boys. And buy more planes. Anyway, that's it for me. You have a good day. I hope I haven't wasted your time, and I hope you learnt something from me. You learnt something about my life that you didn't know about before, and I hope you can appreciate me actually telling you something about that, something so personal. Other than that, I wish you all the best, boys, because you're going to fucking need it. And hopefully you get a little bit of tail out there somewhere, because fuck, it's so nice to have a bit of fucking tail, isn't it? Just the odd nipple to lick, boys, would be nice. Just a mouthful, right? Jesus Christ, you're not asking for a lot, are you? You know what I mean? Anyway, have a good day, boys. And thanks for viewing. And I hope you like my masks. I hope my artwork is improving for you. And if you like something there, let me know, and I'll try and hook it up for you. They're $80, something like that, $85 American money. Yeah, that's about it, really. That's about the highest I go, really, at the moment. I don't sell any masks expensive anymore, just to turn them over, get everyone out there with a bit of garage art. All right, have a good day, boys. See you.